When I asked our first storyteller, what makes you brilliant, they both said community knowledge. Please welcome Karlita.
All right. Hey, look at our mom black family.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey.
Absolutely. So I learned about Brilliant Detroit on a church call in 2020 at the height of the pandemic. Everything was virtual. The church call was virtual. And I heard a little girl named Addison. She's actually in a room with us today. I heard her read. Addison's right here.
All right.
So Addison had to be about 3 or 4 years old at the time, and I heard her read the Bible on the church call, the virtual church call. My son is about the same age. I think he's a few months or maybe a year older than Addison, but her reading, I was just amazed. The level that she was reading at least 3 grade levels above the grade she was in. And so I didn't know the parent well. I reached out to her after the church call and I said, what programs do you have your daughter in? Because I was just her reading is outstanding. And she told me Brilliant Detroit. So I said, well, tell me more. I don't know about Brilliant Detroit. And she told me, well, there's some tutoring programs that they have, Springboard, Center for Success. So she put me in connection with one of the managers at the Central site. And so I followed up and I talked with Marlon at the time, and you know, she really just welcomed me. She got my baby signed up for tutoring. I was so excited. I was so excited because where else can you go to get free one-on-one tutoring?
That's right.
One-on-one
That's
tutoring?
right.
You're going to teach my baby one-on-one.
Yeah.
I was outdone. So I would just be out in the neighborhood and I would just tell everybody about Brilliant. I want everyone to know because we don't know that this is a resource that's available for our babies. We need it. So fast forward, my baby is going through the tutoring programs. Then he gets to join the science programs. What? He gets to do science online? Already the kids are not getting science at the lower grades in school.
Exactly.
So they actually get to go to this program. They get to do the tutoring. They get to do science. Then it was music programs. And all of this is free? I couldn't believe it. So, okay, I'm telling everybody in the community because I feel as though everyone should know about Brilliant Detroit. That's how I came apart, and I told Janet. Janet lives in the community. Oh, what I didn't tell you is, at the time, it was not a Brilliant Detroit in my neighborhood. Fast forward a year, it was a Brilliant Detroit in my neighborhood.
Right.
Martin Park.
That's right.
So that was just really outstanding. I was on the advisory council for Marlon's site, for the Central site, and she said, well, Karlita, it's actually a site that's opening up in your neighborhood. So I was ecstatic. What? Okay. Fast forward, I love the program so much. I'm already out in the community telling everybody about Brilliant Detroit.
Yes,
I'm talking about when I'm at the park, when I'm at the nail salon, if I'm at the grocery store and I see someone with kids, because I feel as though everyone should know about this if they have little ones. It's free. It's accessible to us. We need it. So Janet, she's from our community, Martin Park. She's been living in Martin Park since she was a kid.
Yes.
So Janet always walked throughout the neighborhood. She got a car, but she always just liked to walk throughout the neighborhood with her grandbaby. Her grandbaby Bella is here. And I was telling her about Brilliant Detroit when I first enrolled my baby at the other location. But then when they brought a site to our neighborhood, I'm like, listen, you got to bring your baby over because I work here.
Right.
Fast forward, now I'm the outreach manager at Brilliant Detroit.
Yeah.
Okay. So I work here. You got to bring your baby to the Martin Park Hub. You in the neighborhood, I see you with your baby all the time. So fast forward, Janet comes on over to Martin Park. It was a few conversations I had with her, but once she got to Martin Park, and she was this all-star parent, volunteering, and I'll let Janet tell her story. This is Janet.
Yes, hello everyone. Thank you. And you see, with this enthusiastic woman, I had no choice but to join the Brilliant team. So therefore, I brought my granddaughter in, and also my daughter, she volunteers also. And then I made a whole array of group of great women that we network with. We get resources together. And my grandbaby, she is now in the 1st grade, and she's reading at the 3rd grade level. Yes. And she also writes. She's in the Springboard program, so we utilize that. So I advise that you guys come on out and join our team. Brilliant is really brilliant for our kids. So my testimony is yes, my grandbaby, she loves it. I mean, she every day, Grandma, we going to the Brilliant House? Are we going to the Brilliant House? I'm like, yeah, okay, let's go to the Brilliant House. So yes, I really, really am so enthused with this woman right here. She keeps our hub going.
Thank you. But what Janet did not share with you, so Janet came in as a parent, the grandmother, bringing her baby. She brought her daughter as well. She volunteers. Fast forward, over the summer, Janet became our housekeeper for Brilliant Detroit,
Yes, I
as
did.
well as our child care specialist.
Yes.
You see how that just went full circle? People from the community working in the hub, so we really stand by the mission and what everything Brilliant Detroit really has to offer. It's for us. We definitely would like for you guys to get involved. If you want to come and take a tour, please come and tour Martin Park. We want you to. Our after-school program, it starts the first week in October.
Yes.
Our tutoring starts in October, but we have different programs at the hub, such as like on Mondays we do martial arts. I'm gonna tell you about this. I'm not gonna put her on the spot because she don't like that, but we actually have a parent that's from the community. She was bringing her nephew to the program. Her regular job, she works at a dojo. She teaches our kids martial arts now at the hub.
Yes.
So somebody else from the community that the kids get to see in the community, but now she's affiliated and she's teaching classes to the babies. So we have martial arts, we have our science classes going on Tuesdays. We have another literacy program, our reading is fundamental on Wednesdays. And then we have arts and scraps on Thursdays. All right, I encourage you guys to get involved. Thank you. Y'all have a good evening.
Okay.